We're here with Mr. D. Rielly. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Can you describe what you do in like a little elevator pitch?
Okay, I'm a writer.
Yep.
I have a website, a surfing website called beachgrip.com, and I've started surfing magazines. I started Surf Europe in Europe, and I started Stab Magazine in Australia. And then after Stab Magazine, I felt there was a gap in the market to do something a little bit more exciting, so I started Beach Grip, and later just did a political biography with Bob Hawke.
And so writing is basically what you do. You write about surf, you write about politics, all the things that you're interested in. How did you fall into that?
Well, I almost literally did fall into it. I was a blackjack dealer at a casino, and in one of my breaks, I saw this advertisement for a editorial assistant at Surfing Life magazine on the Gold Coast. And I applied for the job. I used some writing my brother had published, and I got the job. Cool. I couldn't believe it, and I still remember that night when this little envelope came from Morrison Media, and it just it told me I had the job. I could not believe it. It felt like my life changed on a dime.
Fantastic. And so your motivation to move into writing and surf writing was the fact that you just loved surf?
Well, my whole life, because I came from the suburbs, so I was never going to be a pro surfer, but I loved surfing, and all I wanted to do was go surfing. And I remember being 12 years old saying, even when I'm 17 years old, I'm still going to be a surfer. And then, so I'd always done jobs that had made it easy for me to go surfing. So I was a bartender, and then I was a blackjack dealer. And the writing thing just happened because I opened a newspaper, I was a job at Surfing Life, so I was surfing and writing. And I was kind of lucky that I had, I guess, a little bit of an aptitude for writing.
So it put you on the path, you went to Surfing Life, and then Surfing Life led to other jobs in the surf media. You started magazines, so following your passion meant that you could then create a career for yourself in what you wanted to do. Yeah,
exactly. So, the whole thing about if you do something you love, you never have to work a day in your life. It's like that. I've never had that thing where I wake up Monday morning and just go, I don't want to go to work. You go at night, you're going, oh God, I've got to do this, got to do that, got to do that. This morning it was 2 a.m. I'm on Beach Grip, because someone had been writing about these ads we had on yada yada, but I was just so excited that I had to get on there. Because every time you do something that you love, you feel like you really own a piece of it, and it's very exciting.
Now, it sounds great being able to write for what you live and make money doing that, but it's not always an easy road, is it? I mean, on Beach Grip, which is your vehicle at the moment, you and your partner put an article up saying you're looking for some part-time work because the money wasn't flowing in right at that time, so that's a reality. Yeah,
it is a reality. It's funny because I sold Stab Magazine for X amount of dollars, and a couple of years later, sold for millions. So I think with the money thing, it's out there, and if you do concentrate and you do work hard on it, it will come. But there are moments, particularly when you have sort of your troughs and deeper troughs and deeper troughs,
But in saying that though, you get amazing experiences which come. Now, late last year, you were invited to surf Kelly Slater's surf ranch, wave pool, and that was an invitation that you would only got because of you followed your passion. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, if I'd been working at a bank or something, I'm sure WSL wouldn't have been contacting me asking me to run the pool.
Now, how was it can you give us a short rundown of what it was like?
The pool?
Yeah.
Oh, the thing that struck me most about the pool, and I love wave pools too, by the way, it's just massive. It's about as big as Bondi Beach. You would not believe how big it is. You can barely see the other end, and oh god, it's big, and it's a massive sort of production, and it's gorgeous. WSL and Kelly have made this really cool sort of structure around it. And then you go to the pool, and it's all vinyl mats that looks like sand because it's kind of a beige colour.
Right.
So it's almost like walking off a little beach.
Yeah.
The water's dead flat. It's dead flat, and then the wave comes. It's very surreal.
Okay, so moving back in time, when you were at high school, did you set out a plan that you wanted to become a writer, or was it just you were purely motivated by the fact that you wanted to surf?
No, I had this, in hindsight, kind of a stupid epiphany when I was about 18. I was driving to the surf, and I was going a corner, and I was thinking about my life and everything, and I was just thinking, well, when I'm 65, my parents will probably be dead, I'll just get the inheritance. So theoretically, I never have to work a day in my life because I just inherit my parents' money, and
which is a dangerous game.
It is a dangerous, silly, and it's and once I become a mature adult, I was a very immature child, and the last thing you want is your parents to die at any point, and but I just had this thing in my life. I was going to surf, just have sort of breezy jobs. And that's before you realise you have to have order in your life and just the chaos of doing shitty jobs. When you're 40 or something isn't really a way to live.
All right, now if you could go back in time and talk to a 16 or 17-year-old Derek Rielly, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them?
And this is so cheesy, but I also said, please try harder in school. Because school is so easy, and the exams are so easy, and everything. So if you just concentrate, it's not that hard. Just do it. Just pull your head in for a couple of years, get great marks, and it's good to have a degree of some sort behind you. And I think a degree, not just a Bachelor of Arts. Because I did a couple, but didn't finish it.
Do you have a degree?
No.
Okay.
But I finished the double major in my arts degree. I finished literature and journalism, and the rest of it I just felt like I was doing all these periphery subjects for no reason and paying all this money. But I'd done what I wanted to do, and I just couldn't be bothered finishing it, which is stupid because everything now is going to be a must-have.
Yeah.
You must have a degree.
Well, it's not true. I mean, I envy a lot of people. Not everyone's got a degree, and there's a lot of successful people out there that did that. They went to uni for a bit and said, I can...
Yeah, I know, but then at some point, if you do find yourself in the market and you had all these great things happen, but if you don't have the degree button, it doesn't even get to the...
Well, the facts are there that if you have a degree, your job prospects are better. That's a proven fact. So if you don't have one, you're working against it. Now, last question...
If I could tell a 16-year-old thing, I'd say study so hard, and fly fly jets in the Air Force or something. I think that was sick.
Okay, that's awesome.
And a friend of ours, her kid had done a finance degree, and which is fine, whatever. If you have a boring life-sucking job, and
big money in it, though.
There's money, but money or lifestyle. I've always been about lifestyle more than money, but you do need money to exist, particularly in Bondi. But anyway, so he ends up getting a job at the ANZ Bank, and and my wife at the time came home and said, I got this job at the ANZ Bank. I said, that's so sad. I said, so bad. When you're a little boy, do you dream of working at the ANZ Bank? You look up for the A380. Like I got two sons, and there'll be an A380 flight. I said, boys, study. You can fly an A380. Your job can be getting in a $500 million plane and flying to London, or you can go work in your cubicle at the ANZ Bank.
That's right. Now, last question. Let's turn it on its head. Would a 16 or 17-year-old Derek Rielly be happy with what you're doing now?
Yeah. I think you'd be amazed, and I tell people all the time that I had no expectations of any sort of success or anything that I would have thought was exciting or anything to be proud of. And not in a defeatist sort of way. I just came from the suburbs and I didn't have any great career ambitions. But to spend a year with Bob Hawke, I think Australia's greatest politician, and then which is this book, and having being with Bob at the Today Show together. And met mates and doing all these great things and starting magazines that have been really successful and websites that are big, like Biscuit's massive in America. And doing all these things, I think the 17-year-old guys cannot believe you did all that.
Which is true, and Beach Grit, it's probably worth pointing out to people who don't know what it is. It's not a traditional website. You conflict with people and you quote unquote tell it how it is. So you've carved your own path there. So thanks very much for your time, Derek.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming around.
That's proof that you can make a career doing what